What's up, Frenzy Head Nation? Coach Cole with you once again for another exciting episode of Sports Frenzy Action coming your way. How's everybody doing this week? Been some crazy weather week once again here at the in the Frenzy Nation and all around the Lenawee County area. But hey, I'm shooting at regular time because we actually changed up the weather this week. Instead of our usual Wednesday off, we had the ice storm on Tuesday, so go figure. Yes, I'm back to recording in a normal way here because the YouTube Live failed me last week, so we're not going to try that again anytime soon. I gotta tell you, the coach is recovering from some major soreness from playing and losing to the Hope Hoopsters last week. I hope everybody got to, or most of you got to enjoy. Well, some of you got to enjoy because it was on our. I did a Facebook Live while I was at the game. So we had a fun time there playing the Hoopsters, but man, oh man, I'm still paying for it. My knees and my legs are still recovering from all the soreness. So I don't know. We'll see if the coach plays next season or if he just ends up coaching the team next year, because we put together a pretty cool team. We had a good time. It was a lot of fun, and brought back some great memories and got to hang out with some great people. And another fun thing I got to do, second Hope Hoopsters game, I got to MC the event, so that was pretty cool. Guess I can put that on my bucket list of things I've done, and maybe I'll get another opportunity to do that. So give a shout out to the Hope Hoopsters. It was a lot of great fun last week, and great seeing everybody and hanging out with you guys. Can't say enough how much fun I had. And this old body and its aches and pains, it was worth it. All my coworkers were laughing at me the next day when I walked in and I was extremely sore and barely able to walk. But hey, all for a good time. Oh, man. So let's do the recap part of the show for you guys. Last week's winners from my Laura Haviland group friends, we had Chrissy Cook with 26 over 32 out of the 32 points. Kicking butt over there on her end. And I wrote this down, and I wrote it down terribly, so I hope I got the right person, and I'm so sorry if I didn't. Student-wise, I had 21, I think, I wrote, out of the 32 points, and that was Griffin, I believe. I hope I got the right person. I'm so sorry if I didn't. My friends over at Laura Haviland. So those were our two big scorers. And I just wanted to say, normally I haven't been lately because I was told that I'm not necessarily able to promote lemonades on the show. But you know what? I'm going to tonight. I pulled out one of my favorites. This is the first time I tried this, actually came from my friends over there at Laura Haviland. They bought this kind for me. So Newman's Own was darn good lemonade, and whenever I find it around my area, I pick up some. So I'm take a little swig right now. That's right. I know. Breaking every rule in the book. Drinking out of the container myself, but nobody else is drinking this lemonade but me. All right, let's get into last week's recap show. Season 9, Episode 20. We started off with some high school basketball action for you guys. We had Jackson getting the win over Adrian 64-43. Blissfield over Onstead 70-51. Summerfield over Clinton 74-55. Ida in a squeaker win over Columbia Central 49-48. Dundee over Hudson 51-44. Michigan Center getting a win over Lenawee Christian 51-38. North Central getting a squeaker win over Morenci 56-55. Whiteford destroying Sand Creek 46-25. And Pinckney ripping apart Tecumseh 90-61 was your final there. Our girls' high school basketball games, we had Jackson again getting the win over Adrian. And 49-35. Blissfield getting the win over Onstead 37-30. Morenci getting the win over Britton Deerfield 55-44. And Madison getting the victory over Clinton 65-27. Whiteford gets a squeaker of a victory over Sand Creek 38-35. And Tecumseh gets the win. The Tecumseh girls gets the win over Pinckney 47-35. College basketball action. We had Findlay beating Hillsdale 75-70. Olivet Nazarene getting the victory over Trinity Christian 73-57. The world's greatest college. That's right, talking about those mighty Michigan Wolverines getting the victory over the Badgers 61-52. And the East Lansing Burning Couches getting the win over Minnesota 79-55. That was supposed to be Coach Coe's upset special of the week. I did not get it. MSU got their comeback win to get off their defeating ways. We have NBA action. We had one game we covered for you this week, and the Pistons got that win over the New York Knicks 120-103. In college hockey action, Adrian gets the win over Concordia 5-3. Moving into other college action, we have, wait a minute, no. Sorry. NHL hockey action. We had the Detroit Red Wings beating Buffalo 2-0. In minor league hockey action, the Toledo Walleye getting the victory over the Indy Fuel 5-4 was your final score there. And the Grand Rapid Griffins getting the victory over the WS Penguins 4-1 was your final there. And then we jumped into what was an exciting weekend of football action. What, you say? That's right, the return of football, baby. And it was some great return, let me tell you. With the new premiere of the Alliance of America Football. Totally kicked off with a bang. 4 games. kicking off. And this first game was your... oops, I forgot to say what the other 3-point bonus game was. Which was... sorry, let me go back here for a second. Oh, man. Your first 3-point bonus game this week was... Trinity Christian, now that Nazarene. Anyway, so back to what I was super excited about. Football! Continuing on. Yes, football season with the Alliance of America Football League. Now, I don't know how many of you got to see this. I hope some people out there got to watch some games because this was some good football this weekend. Our first game was your second 3-point bonus game, as we saw the Orlando Apollos defeat the Atlanta Legends. Just for the record, the Atlanta Legends is the team that has Denard Robinson on it, so I was kind of hoping for them to get a victory. But they lost. They got their butts kicked. 40-6 was your final score there. I got to watch this game. The San Antonio Commanders over the San Diego Fleet. 15-6. The San Antonio Commanders had one of the big time commits, good top quarterbacks from the Toledo Rockets on their team. So that was a good game. There were some good games. I'm telling you, this was some good football. We got some young guys who are ready and willing and wanting to play some football. Another thing about the Alliance Football League I learned while watching the game, everybody gets paid the same amount. No one person earns more money than the other. This league there's no superstar. It's everybody. It's a team mentality. Go figure. The way things should be. Anyway, if you haven't, we have more games on there this week. If you didn't get a chance to check them out yet, and you do have, it's too bad you didn't get to watch some of these games because now they're on cable channels. For the first 2 weeks, or for the first week, they had the first two games, or the first game was on CBS, but now they're moving to other channels, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So in our third opener, we had the Birmingham Iron blanking the Memphis Express. 26-0 was your final score there. And your last Alliance football game saw the Arizona Hotshots getting the victory over the Salt Lake Stallions. 38-22 was the final score there. And again, this week we'll be covering more Alliance football, as all 4 of those teams, or all 8 of those teams, will be playing once again on Saturday and Sunday. So you guys will hear all about that before too long. I've been getting very hasty about sending out my sheets, so I don't know if I picked the other 3-point bonus game. We'll talk about that in a minute, and I'll figure out what I want the next 3-point bonus game to be as we go along, and we'll just have to write it in. I'm so sorry about that. It's been a crazy week for me. Anyway, jumping into, this is Season 9, Episode 21 is where we're at. Yes, indeed. 21 episodes already in the season. And we are starting off with high school basketball action again this week. And we don't have as many boys games this week. It's more girls games than it is boys this week. So all right. Let's get things started. I'd already made this game a 3-point bonus game once, so I didn't bother to do it this time. Didn't want to keep making just on one team. But it is once again, folks, rivalry week for Adrian. Yes, it is. Your Adrian team, who only has 3 wins and 12 losses, are going up against one of your greatest rivals in Tecumseh. Tecumseh has 1 win and 13 losses. Now this, folks, should be a game this week because you have 2 teams with very poor records going at each other. It's a heated rivalry, and it's in Tecumseh. Oh, man. Well, you know what we have to do at this point, at this time. No matter what, we have to give a shout out to Adrian. Come on, Adrian Classrooms. Let me hear you. Let me hear you in Paulson's room. Get loud. Let them hear you out in the hallway. Hope Center, you guys cheer for these guys too. You and Adrian. You probably do cheer for Adrian. Come on, let me hear you. Give a shout out, everyone. Let me hear you. Bowman's room. I don't know if you guys are watching this week or not, but hey, we're giving you a shout out anyway. Come on, let me hear you guys. Shout it out for Adrian. Sports Frenzy Studios right here in Adrian. Shout it out. Come on, let's go. Get loud, get proud. For your Adrian Maples. That all you guys got? One more time! The shout out. Woo! All right. And this week, folks, Nation, I gotta tell you, I stand with you. I'm going with Adrian to win the game. All right, our next game, we have the 10 wins, 5 losses Chelsea. And they are traveling to and playing against the 11 wins and 3 losses Lenawee Christian. Oh, man. Let's see. What did I do here? Let's check this out. All right. Because these 2 teams have pretty close scores, I'm going to make this your 3 points. 3 points. It's your first 3-point bonus game. 3-point bonus game this week, folks. And I've got to go with Lenawee Christian for the victory. Okay, next up we have more boys high school basketball action. As we have Whitmore Lake. Whitmore Lake has 7 wins and 8 losses. And they are traveling to and playing against Madison. Madison has 11 wins and 5 losses. And I don't know if you haven't heard it by now. You should have. That our very own Janika, her son plays for Madison. And Madison, and I believe her son, are having a very good basketball season so far. Madison has 11 wins and 5 losses. I gotta go with Madison for the victory. boys high school basketball game that we have for you this week is Onstead. Onstead has 8 wins and 7 losses. And they're on the road this week traveling to Hillsdale. Hillsdale has 7 wins and 7 losses. Ooh. Tough choice here. But I'll keep it local. And I will go with... If I'm keeping it local, you already know who I'm going with. Onstead for the victory. All right, moving into girls' high school basketball action this week. We have the Panthers on the schedule. That's right. The girl Panthers have 6 wins and 6 losses. They are traveling to Napoleon, and Napoleon has 2 wins and 8 losses. I'm going with my home school. I think the Panthers can get it done this week. Going with the Addison Panthers. Go Panthers! If you hear some odd noises every now and again on screen, I have actually both pugs in the studio with me tonight. They're just kind of not getting on the camera or partially getting on the camera and then kind of wandering around doing their own thing. So that's where the strange noises might be coming in if the microphone's picking that up. I don't know if it is or not. Our next girls' high school basketball game, we have your Adrian Maples again, and this is the rivalry game. Oh, I forgot to mention, too, I gotta say on here real quick that, Zeke, quiet, that the Addison girls game, I screwed this all up because I forgot to say this, too. All the boys' high school basketball games tip off at 7 p.m., and the girls are as I tell you. So the Addison girls game is a 7 p.m. game. Hey, quit your grumbling. I'm trying to film a show here. All right, so again we have a rivalry game. The rivalry continues. And again it's in Tennessee. And there's Zeke. Jumping through the camera. You never know what kind of interference you're going to get on this show anymore. We have... I see that. We have a mess, chaos, and destruction in the studio. Oh my gosh. Oh, you never know what's going to happen around here. You may have seen a brief, she doesn't like to be on camera, brief appearance by my wife, Mary. She took care of the dog problem. All right, let's get back to the show, shall we? We have a rivalry game. Let me get my sheets back organized here since they tore things up. You never know what you're going to get out of these dogs. All right, rivalry game. I've said that like 5 times now. We have the Adrian Maple girls, 5 wins and 7 losses. And they are on the road this week, traveling to and playing the Tecumseh girls. The Tecumseh girls just a little bit better than the boys. When I say a little bit better, I mean a whole lot better, as they have 11 wins and 3 losses. We do it for the boys. We got to do it for the girls. Give those girls a shout out because they will be there playing at the same time the boys are, as this game is a 5:30 tip-off. Let me hear it for the Adrian girls. Come on now. Shout it out for them. Because I can't go with the Adrian girls on this game, I'm giving the series, it's a split right down the center this week, as the Tecumseh girls are going to probably put some damage on the Adrian girls. I know, don't hate me. I picked the Adrian boys tonight. You gotta give me a break. I went half and half. Both teams are in Lenawee County. I'm supposed to be a fairly non-biased Go Blue show. So I guess when it comes to choosing my high schools, I don't know. I do my best, guys. I'm sorry. I know the girls are a little angry with me right now, but hey, what can be said? Oh, all right. Next up, we have Blissfield, 8 wins and 6 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Columbia Central Golden Eagles. They have 12 wins and 3 losses. This game tips off at 7 p.m. And that's right, you know who I got. I got the Golden Eagles, baby. Next up we have the Britton Deerfield Patriot girls. They have 5 wins and 8 losses. They are traveling to Clinton to play Clinton. Clinton has 3 wins and 11 losses. Clinton's struggling in basketball this season on both ends, boys and girls, for that matter. Gosh, I have family and future athletes in Clinton. This game tips off Friday, 7 p.m. But I tell you what, I mean, the score's not reflecting it so much now. Britton Deerfield, though, they've been stepping it up a little bit this season. But I think do I want to sway out of my comfort zone on this one? Oh, this is a tough call for me. Sorry, Clinton. I got to go with Britton Deerfield on this one. The record is just not a lot better, but it's just better, a little bit better than you guys. So, gotta go with them. All right, then we have Erie Mason. Erie Mason has 6 wins and 7 losses, and they are traveling to and playing against the Hudson Tigers. Hudson has 9 wins and 4 losses. I gotta go with Hudson for the victory. Next up, we have the Whitmore Lake girls. They have 2 wins and 1 loss. And they are in a heap of trouble because they are going to Madison. And Madison is the girls. Madison girls are undefeated. They have 14 wins and 0 losses. I gotta go with the Madison girls. Madison. I overlooked this one as I was filling out sheets. But we have a rivalry game here this week as well, too. That's right. I'm talking about those Morenci Bulldogs. 8 wins, 8 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Sand Creek girls. Sand Creek has 9 wins and 4 losses. Oh, man. It's a rivalry game. I've got to go as an honorary member of the JV team. I've got to give the win to the Sand Creek Aggies. Do not disappoint me, ladies. That game tips off at 7 p.m. The Whitmore Lake Madison game, that is a 5:30 p.m. game on Friday, I forgot to mention. And the Erie Mason Hudson game was a 7 p.m. game, if I forgot to mention that as well. I'm getting bad about just saying all the stuff here. All right, next up, we have the Onstead girls. Onstead girls have 9 wins and 5 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Hillsdale girls. Hillsdale girls have 1 win and 13 losses. The tip-off for this game is 5:30 as well. Not a tough choice in this one. Going with Onstead for the victory. All right, that is all the high school action we have for you this week. Now we're moving into some college action for you guys. This first game is boys college basketball, men's college basketball, however you want to look at it. We have the Hillsdale Chargers, 16 wins, 5 losses. And they're on the road this week, traveling to and playing against the Lake Erie Storm, who have 13 wins and 8 losses. Tip-off for this game is 3 p.m. Saturday. This is not a televised game either. I'm going with the Hillsdale Chargers. Our next game in men's college basketball, we have Olivet Nazarene. They have 21 wins and 7 losses. They are on the road this week as well, traveling to and playing against Trinity International. Trinity International has 15 wins and 13 losses. Tip-off for this game is also 3 p.m. on Saturday. And this one is not a televised game either. I've got Alvet Nazarene for the victory. Up next, we have the Cornerstone Golden Eagles. They have... Apparently they have no record. Oh, gosh. This is what I get for speeding through my sheets and not checking for typos. Bear with me. We'll see if we can find the score or the record for these guys real quick. Alexa, what is the Cornerstone Golden Eagles basketball record?
The Cornerstone University Golden Eagles is a 9-2 men's college basketball team.
What is the Cornerstone Alexa, what is the Cornerstone University Eagles record in basketball?
Cornerstone's records are head over heels and somewhere in America.
If you want something done, you have to do it the old-fashioned way. Look it up yourself. Alright, let's do... Bear with me, guys. Sorry about this. Sing the Jeopardy theme. Do 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 do. All right, sweet. Their current record: 22 wins and 6 losses. It's a good thing you have that record, because they are traveling to and playing against Siena Heights. Siena Heights has 16 wins and 10 losses. This game tips off 7:30 p.m. Saturday. Not a televised game, but it's at Siena Heights, so you could go there and watch the game. Cornerstone's good, but I'm still going to go for Siena Heights for the victory. Okay. This one was painful for me this morning because I had to change their record. But hey, I mean, this late in the season, 3 losses is not bad. And it doesn't matter what their record is. I will always bleed blue. So let's get this done. As the number 24 ranked Maryland has 18 wins and 6 losses. They are traveling to and playing against what is known as the world's greatest college team. That's right, I'm talking about those Go Blue boys. Go Blue! Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go Blue! The Go Blue boys, ranked 6th in the nation, have 22 wins and 3 losses. You know, yes you do. You know who I got. Give me those boys in blue. Go Blue, Michigan. Every day, all the time, baby. Go Blue. All right. Next game. So this is a Sunday game. Oh, tip-off for the Michigan game. 12 p.m. Saturday, and it is on Fox, regular Fox network. So those of you who don't have cable should still be able to watch this game. All right, this next game. So it was either last week or a couple weeks ago. I got some slack from Julie Mapstone about, well, you have other games that you put on the list that are on Sunday, so why wouldn't you carry the Burning Couch games that are on Sunday? Typically, yeah, true. We have Sunday events. In fact, this week we have a Sunday WWE event that I put one match on here and one match only. But so, I mean, she had somewhat of a point. But anyway, so I put your MSU team on here for you guys, even though the game is on Sunday. It's a 1 p.m. CBS. So, here we go. We have that team from down below that I could absolutely care less about. And their record, nobody gives a crap about their record either. Those of you that want to know it, look it up for yourself. No. I put it on there for you. Like I said, did I mention I could care less about this team? Anyway, they are playing the number 11th ranked, 19 wins and 5 losses, the East Lansing Burning Couches. And you know, I mean, honestly, I haven't done this in a while, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. This is Coach Cole's I don't care who wins game of the week. I'm not voting on this one. I could care less about this game. It's 2 teams I can't stand, and I'll sacrifice a point for it. I haven't done that in a while, so no vote for me. I just don't care about this game. You can both lose as far as I'm concerned. Go Blue! That game tips off on 1 p.m. and on CBS. Next up, we have... I didn't put any NBA action on here this week because it is what used to be known as NBA All-Star Weekend, which I have no idea what they're even calling it anymore. All I know is it's become 3 times more ridiculous than anything it's ever been. So now you have two so-called team captains basically choosing guys they want to play with. So yeah, I honestly NBA, what are you doing? Truthfully, I mean, so you got a LeBron James led team. Nobody cares about LeBron James. And the other guy, I must be so much out of touch with the NBA that I don't even know who he is or where he's from. So my NBA action, apparently I'm very rusty on that, and I should try and get up on that basic information. So there's no what you would call all-star game anymore because your all-stars are so afraid they're going to hurt themselves that they don't want to play in this game anymore. So, whatever. You know, pointless, needless rant coming up here. Back in the day of the classic NBA, it was an honor to play in this game. And those guys had so much heat and rivalry against each other that even in all-star games, they didn't pull the game. They wanted to win. So you still had the rivalries between like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, even though they're friends, and Charles Barkley and all those guys. They wanted to beat each other. They didn't want to just get out there and have a good time, jump around, shoot hoops, or be afraid that they were going to get hurt. That title that went to either side meant something, and it was meaning in your face, other guys. So this is why today's NBA is a joke as far as I'm concerned. Okay, enough of that. That was a pretty mild rant for me. Sometimes when I go off on my rants, I haven't done a rant in a long time. Sometimes when I go off on my rants, they can be rather long. So there is no NBA games this week because the whatever moderately somewhat all-star weekend is going on. So yeah, it's a Sunday night game at like 8:00, and like I said, I could care less. All right, so we're moving into hockey action. First, we have our one and only college hockey game that I put on here this week. We have MSOE Raiders. They have 9 wins, 12 losses, 4 overtime losses, and they are traveling to and playing against your Adrian Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have 18 wins, 6 losses, 1 overtime loss, and folks, it is playoff time. This is the NCHA Harris Cup quarterfinals, game number 1, and it's also your second 3-point bonus game. I switched things up this week, so this is going to sound a little weird because it's your second 3-point bonus game. It's your second 3-point bonus game. Come on, everybody, sing along with me now. It's your second 3-point bonus game. Yes, it is. Boom. That's right. You guys know, really, who I'm going with in this for the victory and for the Harris Cup. Going with the Adrian Bulldogs. NHL hockey action. And again, oh well, not again because I didn't say this time around yet. I'm filming the show on Wednesday for all our live audience on Friday that watches the show. So these the records could be off by possibly one game usually. Very rarely two. But because I film on Wednesday night, there's the possibility that some games are being played tonight right now or could be played Thursday before you guys watch the show on Friday. So that's always a possibility. Our next game, we have your Detroit Red Wings. And they have 21 wins, 28 losses, and 7 overtime losses. They're on the road this week. They are traveling to and playing against the Philadelphia Flyers. The Philadelphia Flyers have 25 wins, 24 losses, 7 overtime losses. The puck drops at 1 p.m. Saturday on FSD. I've got those Detroit Red Wings. Next up, we have the Toledo Walleye. And they have 29 wins, 11 losses, and 4 overtime losses. And they are traveling to and playing against the Cincinnati Cyclones. The Cyclones have 32 wins, 9 losses, 6 overtime losses. The puck drops for this game at 7:35 on Friday and can be viewed on ECHL TV. Now, this is a pay-per-view type situation. You can pay for a month. You can pay for a game, or I think they have a yearly thing you can pay as well. But it's not free, so you can't stream the games on there for free. You have to pay for it. Any way you look at it, though, I've got the Toledo Walleye for the victory. Your last hockey game this week, the San Antonio Rampage. The Rampage have 24 wins, 21 losses, and 4 overtime losses. And they are traveling to and playing against the Grand Rapid Griffins. The Griffins have 28 wins, 16 losses, and 3 overtime losses. The puck drops for this game at 7 p.m. and you can view it on the AHL network. And this again is a pay-per-view situation. You can rent one game, or you can pay for a monthly game series, or I believe they have a year pass that you can do. Any way you look at it, I've still got the Grand Rapid Griffins. Alright, it's that moment in the show that I've been waiting for as we go into Alliance Football League action. We finally got some records for you guys so you can start deciding who you like here in this league. But our first game this week is 2 p.m. Saturday, and you can watch this if you have cable network on TNT, baby. We have those Salt Lake Stallions. They have 0 wins and 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing against the Birmingham Iron. The Birmingham Iron has 1 win and 0 losses. Oh. This is a tough one. I think I'm going to go with, just because I like the name and their uniforms a little better, I'm going to go with the, Salt Lake Stallions. All right. Your next game, we have the Arizona Hotshots. They have 1 win and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Memphis Express. The Memphis Express has 0 wins and 1 loss. This game tips off. This game starts at 8 p.m. Saturday, and you can watch it on the NFL Network. I did like the Arizona Hotshots. I think that's who I'm going with. Those are your 2 Saturday games. We also have Alliance football on Sunday. How cool is that? So we have the Orlando Apollos. They have 1 win and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the San Antonio Commanders, who have 1 win and 0 losses. I really enjoyed watching the San Antonio Commanders. I believe I'm going to go with the San Antonio Commanders. This game starts at 4 p.m. Sunday, and you can watch it on CBS Sports Network. And your last Alliance football game of the week, we have it's game time 8 p.m. and you can watch this one on the NFL Network. We have the Atlanta Legends, 0 wins and 1 loss, and they are traveling to and playing against the San Diego Fleet, who has 0 wins and 1 loss. I already said this is a Sunday game, 8 p.m. on the NFL Network. And I've got to go with the Atlanta Legends because I want to see Denard Robinson, baby. All right. We have WWE pay-per-view action this week. Yes, I only put one match on here for you guys. It is the WWE Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Now, I gotta tell you, the Elimination Chamber matches are nothing that they once used to be. In fact, if you have the WWE Network, or you may be able to find it if you go back on YouTube even. I don't know how much WWE stuff you can find on YouTube anymore since they've got the network now. If you go back on there, or go back and look, if you have it, go back and watch the first two ever Elimination Chamber pay-per-views. Darn good stuff. This pay-per-view, not even going to match up to that. Actually, I don't even think the Elimination Chamber used to have its own pay-per-view. Was there just a match at a pay-per-view? So, this match that I have chosen for you guys is the only one really that I felt was even that worthy to have on here. It is the first ever WWE Elimination Chamber Championship match. And you have these 6 guys competing for the championship. Mustafa, Jeff Hardy, your current champion, the new Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and Samoa Joe. Elimination Chamber pay-per-view is on Sunday night, 7 p.m. is that start time. So how the Elimination Chamber works. There is, I believe, if I remember how this works right, there are 2 guys in the ring. And the other 4 guys are locked in chambers in the ring. Nobody knows who's going to get out first. The lights go blinking over the chamber, and somebody is released. For me, I want to see the Enigma, Jeff Hardy, win this match. So that's who I'm picking. Realistically, you're probably either going to have Daniel Bryan retain the title or AJ Styles win the title back. So my pick is this guy right here, Jeff Hardy, baby. They have a women's first ever tag team titles championship match there. Say that super fast. I, however, did not bother to put that one on here. The other matches didn't look worthy to me to be on Sports Frenzy, so that is the only match you have for the WWE. But, and I don't have the sheet with me right now, we, folks, have the return of NASCAR action this year. Yes. NASCAR action is back this week. See if I can pull that up for you real quick here. All right, the Daytona 500 is Sunday, February 17th, 2:30 p.m. And it will be, you can watch it on Fox. Lots going on Sunday. So that's really, I have my usual driver, Kyle Busch, is my guy. And that's who I'm going with for victories this season. But NASCAR is back, and that's where we're at on that. Man, we're running way over on time already. But we'll do a couple of... go to the Sports Frenzy page and see if anything jumps out at me as far as things for you guys, news on the show. For those of you, I mean, you know this. We have, well, I just lost that train of thought. Oh, that's where I was going with this. Pay attention to what you're doing, Tim. I was pulling up the page while trying to think at the same time. Can't do that. Anyway, you can find us right here on our YouTube page. It's Coach Cole Sports Frenzy 1 for the YouTube page. You can join the Facebook page. Just ask to join, and I usually accept pretty much everybody. I've rarely turned down anyone that wants to be a member of Sports Frenzy Nation. It gets you on the page, and you can check out all this stuff and more that I talk about, and you can rewatch the show on there. You can also follow us on Twitter at Sports Frenzy 1. So those are a couple of options and ways to check out things for Sports Frenzy. But I'll give you some of the stories we've been following on the Frenzy right now. There is a minor league baseball park who ironically has banned peanuts and Cracker Jack. Now people are going like, what? Why would they do that? Well, that was my first thought too. And then I when I started reading the article a little bit, it has to do with they're trying an experiment to try and make their ballpark a little more friendly for people that have peanut allergies. So that is the justification and reason behind the move that they're making there. I don't know if it'll be a good move. I don't know what they're going to offer as an alternative because I didn't really pull up the article to read it. But that's where they're at with that. Former Tigers broadcaster Mario Impemba has landed a job as the Red Sox radio's announcer. So, congratulations to him on getting a new job. Houston Texans J.J. Watt has been named the Daytona 500 Grand Marshal this year. Tim Tebow fans. Tim Tebow, you'll be interested to know, was contacted by the Alliance Football League, and he told them, I'm cool with where I'm at. I've moved on and am making progress in baseball, so I'm going to continue playing baseball. I guess the number one Tiger pick, Casey Mize, is already making some respectable ground in Tiger Town. We've been posting here that baseball is, I mean, it's in progress. The teams are down in Florida. In fact, one of my favorite teams, coached by Coach Gordy and his son, the Hillsdale Chargers, are going to be starting their season off in 3 days. Wow. The other new football league that's forming, the XFL, they have been racking up some coaches. So you can go to the Facebook page and check out there who some of the coaches are. Interesting question. This cracked me up. So Michael Jordan was being interviewed, and he was asked about two different playing styles and which one is harder to do. He came back with an awesome answer of 6 championships, by all means, is hardest to do. Good one, Michael. Kurt Busch is giving away 100 tickets to each cup race this year to military members. So that's pretty cool. Congratulations goes out to Adrian hockey Coach Brett Berger. 4 Bulldogs named to Team USA for Women's Winter University action. So congratulations goes out to them. WWE, we're sad to learn of the passing of WWE legend Pedro Morales. Our condolences go out to his family. And we are at about an hour and 11 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and stop there. Like I said, for more information on the show, you can always go to our Facebook page, rewatch the show at your convenience on our YouTube channel, or rewatch the show on Facebook anytime you want to. And all our details and the stories you can catch up on the Facebook page. So that's all I have for you guys this week. It's a lot of stuff to take in, a lot of action going on. I hope everybody has a great and wonderful weekend. I'm going to be taking in some Alliance football. I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone. We'll see you again next week. Take care, everybody.